Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee in the... Started at 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Mars. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They're going to mark this one at the 15. Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here. Offense getting set for 1st down. He wants to throw. Steps away. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's golden. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Manning. Getting some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Handoff to the lone back. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He's looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Snap it to the back. And the ball is free on the pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
Movement here from the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Blue. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They move the tight end all over. Trying to pound it in. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, just staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there to knock it down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To throw, it's Barnes. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got...
Trying to beat the D deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Texas.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the brink. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, what a move! Gets away from one, finds room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Scanning the field, it's Barnes. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On target to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This Utah State offense has it going. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Got enough for the first. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
On the set.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 18, Utah State 0.
On the
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Freedom. Jackrabbit.
Wide out in motion. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 13-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Slides away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, man, this is big-time college football. That guy may have been able to pull off that play in Pee Wee or in high school, but you're not going to do it at this level. Maybe you can make 1 or 2 guys miss. Can't make the entire defense, though. That is just a bet.
Gonna let it fly. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety. And that
going for it all. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that run. They were ready for a pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver. Albeit very slight. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go on.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we